One of the most difficult things for any rider at any level is fear after a fall. I'm going to give you the 3-step comeback, how to deal with this and how to get back in the saddle again. First of all, you need to understand and accept your body's emotion when it happens. There's going to be a natural shock. Some will feel it more than others, and it's a moment in time where you have to accept and you have to sit with it and you be with it. And then it depends on the type of fall it is, the level of pain. But mentally, I'm going to give you the tools how to get back again, because there's the trauma. Is the horse okay? Are you okay? You know, and the analysing what happened before, and it's all internal. You have to accept it. You can't say, oh, brush it away. Now, if it's a light fall, you get back up again. But if there's any hurt or any pain or any suffering, it's going to cause trauma. And to deal with trauma, we have to accept that there's this feeling of emotional turmoil inside, and we have to give this space. We have to hold that space, and we have to know, okay, that was a shock. It was a shock for my horse. It's a shock for me. That's step one, is to accept the shock, the emotions attached to it. Sit with it, feel with it, be with it, and that's okay. Then the key then is to start training your brain, because your brain has all of a sudden become overcome with fear, overcome with worry, overcome with stress, overcome with anxiety. And the anxiety is, my horse okay? And I've seen it so many times that the fear that riders have is, how is my animal going to be okay? Do I feel guilty? Was it my fault? I did this to my horse. So all these internal emotions have to be sat with and accepted, and through time it will ease. But this is a process, and it can't be ignored. Sit with it, and it's okay to be okay. Second of all, it's about getting back on. Now, how to get back on? You have to start training yourself like you train your horse, that you are safe and protected in your bubble. You're safe and protected in your bubble. This is your new story. You have to remind yourself going into the future. All what happened here is in the past. You have to sit with the emotions. Now you have to start creating new, exciting emotions to get back on the saddle again, and to feel this beautiful sense of being safe and protected with your animal. And then third of all, the third part is so important, to look at rounds that you rode so well, where you were on your horse from start to finish. So you're reminding your brain that you've done this before, and you get excited into the future. A lot of people would say, Jim, I can't stop thinking of what happened, the incident, the accident. And okay, it's okay, as I said in step one, is to accept it and to be with it and so on. But when that part is done, you have to focus on getting back on again. But through repetition of watching yourself back before that incident, that accident, when you're riding so well, full of confidence, you have to flood your brain with those great rounds that will get you excited about the future. You've ridden thousands of times and you stayed on and everything was 100%. It's so important that the brain has to be reminded that this is the future. This is where I'm going to flood my subconscious, and I'm going to remind myself again and again. I'm going to watch my great rounds I'm so proud of, to remind myself that this is who I am. Not just this one incident, this is the future, and getting excited, having plans into the future where you're going to show all the training times you're looking forward to get back riding again. That is a 3-step plan. So to recap the 3 areas again, one is you have to deal with the trauma, deal with the shock of it, deal with all the emotions. Is my horse okay? Dealing with guilt, dealing with all these feelings, and know, as I always say, you're not alone. This happens, riders at all levels. 2 is start focusing on the process of getting back on again, and to do that you're safe and protected in your favorite color bubble, and so is your horse. And you create this beautiful image, this beautiful emotion, this beautiful feeling that this is the future. This is how you're going to make it happen, to get back better than you were before. Third of all, repetition is the mother of invention. You have to repeat all the great rounds you've seen yourself ride before and put that into the future. thinking when you're going to ride tomorrow, when you're back schooling again, back competing again, reminding yourself how good you are and how exciting you are. So that fear of falling dissolves.